Beyond the classroom, supporting immigrant parents through collaborative workshops. For too long, language barriers have silenced the voices of immigrant families within our schools. Parents sat quietly in high-stakes meetings, nodding politely, often unheard, often unseen. But that story is changing. Across communities, something powerful is unfolding. School gyms, once reserved for assemblies and sports, are being transformed into vibrant, collaborative language hubs. Places where voices rise, where stories matter, where families don't just attend, they lead. This is where the old model begins to dissolve. Gone is the rigid parent-teacher conference, where one speaks and the other listens. In its place, a circle. No podiums, no hierarchy, just shared space. Here, educators and families meet eye to eye, literally and figuratively. And in that simple shift, something profound happens. The playing field levels, the fear softens, participation becomes natural, because the environment itself says, you belong here. For generations, non-English languages were treated as obstacles, problems to solve, barriers to overcome, but in these spaces, that belief is turned on its head. Home languages are no longer seen as deficits, they are recognized as powerful cognitive tools. As cultural bridges, as assets, parents become more than participants. They become consultants. They share traditions, values, and lived experiences that textbooks could never capture. They help educators shape lessons that reflect their students' real identities. And together, they co-design a curriculum that feels alive. In these workshops, something else shifts. Expertise. Immigrant parents, once positioned on the margins, step into leadership roles. They facilitate, they guide, they mentor one another. Knowledge flows peer to peer, building trust and connection that extends far beyond school walls. What begins in a gym grows into a network, a community of support that exists after hours, across neighborhoods, across languages. And with that network comes confidence. Confidence to ask questions, to advocate, to navigate a system that once felt overwhelming. And this work doesn't start on the first day of school. It starts months before enrollment, before the first bell rings. Families are invited into these spaces early, giving both parents and children time to build familiarity, relationships, and trust. The result? The first day of school is no longer filled with fear. It's filled with recognition, with connection, with belonging, and the school itself transforms from a distant institution into a shared community space. Not a fortress, a home. This is more than a local initiative. It's a model, a blueprint for schools everywhere. By 2027, communities across the globe can adopt this approach, turning underused spaces into collaborative hubs of innovation and inclusion. The impact is measurable: higher student retention, stronger family engagement, teachers who feel more fulfilled, supported, and connected to the communities they serve. This is what educational equity looks like. Not just access, but ownership. Not just inclusion, but collaboration. A system where diversity isn't accommodated, it's celebrated as the driving force of success. Because when families are empowered, when languages are honored, and when communities come together, education moves beyond the classroom and into the heart of something bigger.